Hello, everyone. Thank you for connecting with us today. My name is Andrea C. Scott, and I am the founder and CEO of A.B.C. Educational Services. So this afternoon, I just wanted to kind of come on for a check-in. Congratulations, you have completed the first 90 days of 2021. You should celebrate, congratulate yourself. You made it through this first quarter. I hope you are still excited about putting your plan into action. I hope you are looking at all the plans that you have developed as we've been walking and discussing and having dialogue on the ideas that are important and the strategies that are important as you are putting your plan into action this year. So I just wanted to talk with you just a little bit, just to give you some friendly reminders as you are putting your plan into action, stepping into quarter two. For those of you, I know initially we spoke a little bit about that in the gathering process and mapping out your planner on what type of scheduling that you have determined. So for those of you who have decided to plan according to the quarter, we are now we'll be in quarter two, starting on April 1st. You made it through the first quarter. Hopefully you'll have celebration. Maybe things didn't happen the way you had anticipated, but celebrate because you did not give up. So periodically, I'll just be checking in with you just to see how you're doing. Want to also just let you know I'm always here. We're always here at A.B.C. Educational Services to walk alongside you for any additional support you feel that you may need to assist you as you are putting your plan into action in 2021. So I just wanted to share 6 helpful tips today. I'm hoping that you're getting the tools that you need to close the deal in 2021. Once again, if you'd like to contact me, please feel free to call me. You can call me directly at 720-427-8901, or you can email me at abceducationservices@gmail.com. You may also message me, inbox me, utilize any of the platforms that we have available to send messages, and we will get back to you promptly. So I wanted to just share with you today 6 helpful tips to remember, these strategies for success as you're putting your plan into action. So I wanted to share, when I do these check-ins with you, I'll do my best. I try to give you hope and encouragement, to give you some fuel to continue working on your plan anytime that we're able to have conversation together. So today is not any different. I want to give you some motivation. So I saw this quote and I thought it was so powerful, and I wanted to share this with you today. And it says, success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but don't quit. And that is a quote from Conrad Hilton. And I wanted to share that with you just as a reminder to know that your forward movement will determine your success. Our first tip to remember, you don't strive to be perfect, but you're aiming for excellence. Okay, so we're aiming for excellence. We're aiming to do things well, because no one can ever attain perfection, but we are aiming for excellence and good quality as we are putting our plan into action, because no one can ever be perfect. And I heard someone say that perfect is boring. And it definitely is. It's unattainable. Don't put any energy towards it, but aim for excellence. Aim for putting your best effort in, not in perfection. And as you are moving forward and making those positive, effective movements, that's going to determine how successful you are. So I wanted to just share that with you. That's our first friendly reminder. Our second one is to survey your support systems. Survey your support systems. And what does that mean? That means, and I wanted to just give you this definition so you can get a greater idea, better idea of what I'm talking about when I say survey your support systems. Survey means to look carefully and thoroughly at someone or something, especially so as to appraise. And appraise means to assess the quality or value of them. So this is a good time. Great opportunity. We've just ended. Today is the last day of this first quarter. Would be a great opportunity for you to survey your support systems. Look at them, assess them to be sure that as you are moving forward with your action steps, that you have the support that you need. Sometimes we have to reevaluate what our support looks like and say, oh, I didn't realize, especially after the first 90 days, wow, I think I might need some more support in another area. So this is a perfect opportunity to survey your support systems, assess them, assess the quality, if they're definitely indeed helping you as you're putting your plan into action. If you see that there are gaps in your support system, this is a great time to identify them and seek solutions on how you can resolve them. So what I mean, for instance, if you are needing more support, if you're looking and seeking to open a new business and you're seeing that you need more support in the area of coordinating and operating your business plan, you may have developed one, but it appears that maybe there might be some holes that you did not realize until you actually started putting your plan into action. There are several support systems and resources available. If you're not sure where to start or where to begin, please feel free to give me a call or email me, and I can send you that information to help you get on track, to help you get on board so you'll know where to go. So that's just an example. I know that there may be some other goals that a lot of you may have that don't relate to starting a business. Whatever that may be, just make sure that you're taking those opportunities to survey your support systems to make sure that they are actually helping you get to where you are pursuing to be. All right, so let's go. So our third friendly tip to remember, and this is a big one where they're all important, but this one is really try to condense it a little bit. This third friendly tip to remember as you put your plan into action: plan, prioritize, and produce. Remember, your time is scheduled around your personal vision and mission statement. So remember, when you are planning, when you are prioritizing, your plan, your map that you are making is centered around your personal vision and mission statement. Okay, so we want to make sure that as you are planning, prioritize those things that are centered around your vision and personal vision and mission statement. When you do that, you will produce those results that you are looking for, and you'll continue to be able to move on to put your plan into action. Okay, so that's really, really important. So I wanted to kind of stay here for a minute just to let you know it is okay. Okay, because I know we started over 90 days ago First, starting off with our 90 days ago, we have started off with talking about developing strong support systems, and then actually starting with our gathering process. So it's okay. It's okay to go back and revisit your gathering process as you are moving forward. In fact, this would be a great opportunity as we are ending this first quarter to go back and revisit your gathering process, especially those of you who have chosen to plan every 90 days. Hopefully you have the plan already set in place for quarter two. If you do not, you can always edit and amend it. And even if you do, you can always add to it if you see that there's something else that's missing as you look over and reevaluate those items that you wrote down, either in your folder, either in a journal or electronic file, wherever those ideas were. Please revisit those if you believe it's necessary. And sometimes it is good to just refresh, get motivation, get fuel on what it is that you wrote down prior to developing your goal and your action steps. So I would recommend that you do that. It's very helpful. All right. So also, as I had said, make sure in that scheduling, and I'm saying it multiple times because this is very important, that we're scheduling our priorities, not our emergencies. Whenever things come up, and we've talked about this before because these are friendly reminders, friendly tips, just to kind of keep you on track, to know that we know that emergencies happen, but we are not scheduling our day around the fires that need to be put out every day. Remember, we talked about that. Do not plan. I do not advise planning, day by day planning, because this is what happens. And we know that the time cannot be recaptured, but we can increase in your dedication and your motivation and your commitment to your plan. So we want to protect our time, protect the time, and protect your time that you invested in developing this plan that you're wanting to put into action in 2021. So we're going to make sure that we're scheduling our priorities and not our emergencies. Now, of course, we know things happen. Life happens when emergencies, actual 911 crises happens. But when there are other things, urgencies that come up, we have to take a step back and reflect and say, although this is an emergency for someone else, what level of urgency is this for me? And that's why it's so important, as I spoke earlier about surveying your support system. It's okay because, and I advise this, as you have your support systems, especially those when you have your family, your friends, your loved ones, to have continued conversations on what your level of support needs to look like from them. So when emergencies come up that they have, they'll know, don't be offended, don't feel bad. I still love you. I still care about you. But that level of urgency may not be on the same level for you. So your support, your family, and your friends and loved ones need to know in advance, I may not, although this is emergency for you, I will be here to help and support you, but it may not be immediate. It may not be at the time that you're expecting me to do it. So let's agree and a compromise and know, remember we had talked about the plan that I'm working out for 2021. So your accessibility and availability may be limited. And we're not going to try to get off balance, but it's important for those support systems that we have, especially in our families and friends, to know and understand that our accessibility and our availability will adjust as we are working out this plan in 2021, putting our action steps, putting them into action. So we want to make sure that we're scheduling our priorities and not our emergencies. All right, so our fourth tip, friendly reminder for the day, just your strategies for success. Don't be afraid to face your obstacles. Say that again. Don't be afraid to face your obstacles. Be a barrier buster. And we talked about that, being a barrier buster, in our segment on overcoming barriers, that first part 1, on the importance of knowing that avoidance does not make our obstacle or our barrier go away. When we confront it and seek solutions, that's what helps us move forward. So we need to know that barriers still apply to completing your action step. It's still forward movement as you are working on your action step. Still forward movement. Want to say that again. So use this time that you've already included for your action step to help resolve the obstacle. Plan to make those adjustments. Okay, so you're going to have to make those adjustments. We already know. We make the necessary adjustments that we need to make when we see that to bust that barrier and to see opportunities when obstacles show up. And we had talked about this a little bit. In overcoming barriers, that a lot of times when we are working to overcome an obstacle, you see that obstacle as an opportunity for new information, new resources, new connections, new approaches to your plan that might actually be more effective than what you already had in place. But this all happens as we boldly go and face and confront that barrier, confront that obstacle. You look at that obstacle and say, hello, obstacle. Here is another opportunity to grow and to improve my plan. So you look that obstacle in the eye and say, hey, obstacle, here's another opportunity for me to grow and improve my plan, and you bust that barrier. Now, if you'd like to, I shared a couple of them, but I wanted to, if you like to, listen to them in its entirety, because there were like 11 different strategies that we talked about in overcoming barriers in that first part, as it related to just what the process is on seeking resolution and finding resolution when barriers come. One of the important things is to not give up. Don't be discouraged when you have to make that adjustment, especially with your time. Don't be discouraged. Be encouraged. Be encouraged and know that you're confronting that barrier, working towards resolving that barrier is going to be what helps you keep moving forward. So don't give up. Be encouraged. All right. So the next one that I want to talk to, and we're almost finished for today. The next one I wanted to talk to is being intentional about your self-care and stress management. This is very, very important. As I mentioned earlier, I think in almost all of the segments that we have that we've talked about up to this point, we will be having a segment just on the importance of self-care, and the impact that it makes, and the impact of self-care in developing a self-care plan as you are putting your plan into action. It's so vital. Listen, it's so vital, important that you are intentional about your self-care and your stress management. You do not want to burn the candles at both ends. I know some of you may be familiar with that term. It's so important that you see yourself. You are the most valuable component of your plan. Without you, the plan is not going to happen. You cannot put your plan into place without yourself. So you have to remember, I am the most important component of my plan. Without me, this plan is not going to happen. So it's so important to remember that and to remind yourself of that, so you can stay healthy, stay well, have those elements in place that you know work best for you and help you when stress tries to come, when you're tired or when you're feeling overwhelmed, or disappointment may try to come in and knock on your door, but you don't have to answer, right? We don't answer disappointment because we're already intentional and we know how to turn that situation around for good for us. So when you're feeling that push that you may need to rest, listen to yourself, because without you, this plan cannot and will not happen. Okay, so I want you to be intentional about that. If you're not sure about what that looks like and how you can add that to another layer of your plan, in your planner, please feel free to reach out to me. Andrea C. Scott, 720-427-8901, or A.B.C. Education Services at gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to assist you, to help get you started on where you can look, especially there's so many tools out there. There's so many virtual tools also that are available as it relates to our mental health, as it relates to your stress management. There's so many tools and resources, even virtual resources available for you that you can put in place. So don't hesitate to contact us. This is so important. I just wanted to take a time and slow down a little bit so you'll know and realize, like, every morning when you wake up, you have to let yourself know, I am the most important component to this plan. Without me, this plan will not happen. And to remember how important and how valuable you are to this plan. You are the center. You are the center of this plan. So I wanted in closing, just let you know about our last step. But I wanted you to know just how important you are. Telling you, you make the world of a difference. You do matter. And the plan, the goal that you have in place, it's going to change lives. It's going to change lives. So make sure, this is our last one. Make sure to celebrate your successes as you complete your action steps. And that stems back to that self-care, your self-care plan and self-management. Celebrate even the little successes, like, woo, completed that action step. Didn't think it was going to get done, but when it happens, celebrate. Make those celebrations, because you're closer every step you're able to complete. You're closer and closer to completing your plan, seeing that goal being accomplished. So that's very important, and it helps keep your attitude fresh as you see that all the work that you're doing, that there is movement. Oh wow, this really is this is happening. It's not going to happen. It's happening right now. I'm doing this. So it's very important that you celebrate those small successes. So I encourage you to do so. And everything doesn't require spending money. There are a lot of things that are free. A lot of things that are free that you can do to celebrate your successes as you complete your action steps. This will help you enjoy your journey, because as you are completing this journey, remember, this is not about completing tasks, right? We're not just, as good as it feels to check off and see that action step is completed, that obstacle is now removed. It's not just about completing those tasks, completing those action steps, but it's about fulfilling your purpose. Fulfilling your purpose that's reflected in your personal vision and mission statement. All right, so we have to remember, why are we doing this? Why am I doing this? When when you're feeling a little low and you're like, okay, I have to remember, why am I doing this? You are doing this to help fulfill your purpose and to help accomplish that personal vision and mission that you developed. And as I talked about a little bit when we were in the gathering process, as you grow and as you move forward, you might identify some areas that you might have missed, that you didn't even realize was a part of fulfilling your purpose. Is it okay to adjust and revise your personal vision and mission statement as you are putting your plan into action? Absolutely. But make sure when you are doing that, if there is such an adjustment, when you're making that adjustment, make sure that adjustment is shown throughout your steps, that it's not so drastic that you'll have to restart. It's okay to add spice. I say add spice, but it's okay to add those extras to help enhance your personal vision and mission statement. But try not to, especially as you start it, not to completely change the core, the core of what your personal vision and mission statement is. And it's okay to say, I know a lot of times we hear, oh, it's not all about you, but this is revolving around your purpose. What you believe you are here on this earth for, what you can see yourself doing, what you definitely have the ability to walk through. And even with the ability, how can I help improve what I know I'm already able to do? And that's a whole segment within itself, as it just relates to just, refining the craft, refining the ability that you have as you are putting your plan into action. And I know I dropped that nugget, but it's very important, even as you're putting your plan into action. I know for myself, as an educator, that's my background. As an educator, it's so important to know that even as you evolve and you know what your purpose is, you found out why you want to go forth in this goal that you're setting. It's so important to have those places. And it may not be right now, but I just want to put it in as you are looking, especially for those of you who are planning quarter by quarter. I would advise you to find a workshop, find a seminar, even if it's virtual, that's related to what you believe you are purposed to do, whether it's a cook, a chef, an artist, an author. As I had mentioned before, you're starting that business, whatever you believe that is, that you are called to do. It's so important that you continue to refine that craft, build that craft, iron that craft out, stay on top of things, because I'm telling you, when you do that, by the time you're finished putting this plan into action, not only will you have completed this goal, but now you have reached another level of ability and growth and what you're purposed to do. And that's going to take you even higher when you're completing that goal, and give you that ability to reach more people, to be more successful, to improve everything that's around you. So I just dropped that little nugget. I hope that encouraged someone, but definitely would encourage that. Even if it's one workshop, one seminar, whether it's virtual. I know we are still in the midst of COVID, but I know some things are lifting. So there are some things that are available, some workshops, some seminars. If you aren't sure where to start, don't know where do I even search, how do I even look, please feel free to give me a call. You may contact me by phone, 720-427-8901. or you may email me at ABC educationservices@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. And if you like, to schedule your first free consultation. So I hope this check-in was helpful for you today. I want to encourage you. You've made it through this first quarter. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Be encouraged. You're more than able to do this. You have support systems around here at ABC Educational Services. We are cheering you on. If you believe you need additional assistance or support, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are available for your support. So remember, the world is anxiously awaiting to see that dream, that goal, that vision come to pass. It is not impossible. You matter. Your voice matters. You have the answer to the problem that can change a life, that can change the nation, and that can change the world. It's not impossible. We look forward to connecting and communicating with you. Let's close the deal in 2021. And until next time, I look forward to seeing, as I say always, it seems like you're just right here with me. But I look forward to us connecting soon. Until next time, take care and continue to put your plan into action. And if you think this can help someone else, which I hope it will, please feel free to share this with someone that you know, that you believe that they can benefit from some of the friendly tips and reminders that we shared today. Take care.